Welcome back to Titans. This is season 3, episode 7, 51%. Um, I got 2 hours of sleep. I'm very tired. And the show. Sometimes it just. Ooh. Anyways, last episode, we had fucking Jason killed Tim's parents, not inadvertently, by extension. He led to their deaths, I should say. We had something with they somehow need, I'm assuming it's something with GCPD, but they needed Barbara's like face, so they got a snapshot of that. I'm just recapping the recap right now. They mentioned something about Oracle, which I heard it last episode, but then I forgot about it, so I just want to bring that up. They said something like, why I put that down, what happened last time. So I'm very interested to see if we're going to see that, like what happened with Oracle, or is that just like backstory that, just kind of world building stuff. Um, because like the way that they talk about it, it makes me think of like OMAC, sort of. Oracle, at least as far as I've read and seen, it's never been something like malicious. The closest I think would be kind of like the Dark Knight, where Lucius Fox has that. Everyone, whatever, they use the phones to like seismograph the tower or whatever is happening, and then Lucius Fox is like, that's an invasion of privacy. So like that's the closest thing that like that feels Oracle to me, and that's like the only thing I can think of is like why Barbara would be upset, because that kind of crosses a morality line there of like personal space and invasion of privacy stuff. Um, but yeah, like the only thing I can think of is that, or like OMAC levels of like, will protect the world, or to bring it Marvel, um, like in, what was it, the Winter Soldier, um, when they're like predicting who will be a bad guy based on genes and stuff, and Hydra's taking over Shield and all that stuff. Um, well, that not the Hydra part, but that they're predicting who's gonna be a bad guy and like taking out the threat before it happens, kind of stuff. Um, that's the only thing I can think of. But like I said, maybe I'm just over analyzing something that doesn't need to be analyzed at all because I'll never touch it. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to point out there's something about Oracle in the past. That's why she's not it anymore, even though she uses the symbology. I'm pretty sure I saw the Oracle symbol somewhere in one of the episodes. And then we have Blackfire, who again, I'm interested to see what they do with her character as this anti-hero, anti-villain, whatever you want to call it. How long is she gonna play nice? Is she gonna be a good guy this whole season? Um, what's gonna go on with that? Someone in the comments did talk to me about how, what do I think about Rachel and Donna not being in this season so far? I'm okay with it. If they show up late, they show up late. I think so far, I mean, I don't know how many episodes this season is going to be, but we're 7 episodes deep. Well, 6 before I watch this episode. So we're 6 episodes deep. My excuse for not seeing those 2 is that hopefully it makes the story better. So far, it's a little improved because it's a little bit tighter, but it's not focused on the things that I want it to be focused on. So again, that's a personal thing for me, but it's technically focusing better. It's not strung out on all these different characters. It's like, okay, we got A team and B team now, and that's what they're doing. Again, maybe I don't agree with the plot lines they're doing, but at least they are focusing on a singular plot line, and it's kind of, again, tightening the script. The other thing is those 2 in Gotham would wreak havoc. Like Jason would be done in a second. Scarecrow would be back in prison right then. They don't with Rachel's powers, and then also just having a fucking, Superboy. Superboy technically could do everything by himself, but he's one person. Just the way that they've shown him with his powers, like if they could find one of them, Superboy would deal with it immediately. So to have also Donna there, double the fun. So yeah, it would just, this season would not be. It would arguably be better because we wouldn't be in Gotham anymore. Because this problem would be done with by episode 4. As soon as Hank died, let's let's fucking teleport to Jason, kill him, and kill Scarecrow. Like, we don't need to deal with all this bullshit. So it's a good thing they're not here, is my point. With that, let's just get in the episode and see what happens. I'm gonna take a nap after this. I'm so excited.
Don't worry. I'll show him who's boss.
Tricked you, bitch. See, this is what I like about Scarecrow. Or this version of Scarecrow. It's like methodical, tricked him, you know, that kind of shit.
Red Hood's chaos.
I wish they would just have him suit up, do something, you know.
Batman has left the city, the Titans are reeling, and the city is dead.
If they're gonna use him, use him.
Which means
I don't like want my wrist sword though. Hello, my English.
Under 2 hours.
What is she wearing? What do they give?
Crane is weaponizing anybody willing to take his drug, turning people into violent psychopaths.
She's in a bra and a mesh. Fucking
It's time we all accept what he
not even a shirt.
No.
Not Cerebro. I've watched a lot of X-Men reactions, so the parallels are on my mind right now. So it is OMAC. This is fucking OMAC, right? So yeah, it is because it's an invasion of privacy thing. Put the fucking mask on. I don't care about this face. It's lead lined.
it's covered in lead. I can't see
Of course it is.
Pull up. You take the right side.
I'm dead. It's a bomb. Watch me a bomb. I mean, Kyle could get out a bomb. Like he could get dick out. Save me.
You were coming.
Is it another fucking chest bomb? Oh my god. I was like, why don't you carry him out? What the fuck? Why don't you? Why? Yeah, toss his ass. Is it?
Hello, Commissioner.
Oh right. Oh my god.
Got it. We can use this.
I get it, but like, how did he get access to Oracle? He would have had to somehow hack into it. Yes, he has the face, but how did he get the program?
Gordon's pretty much.
Does that make sense? I was gonna ask, are they gonna do anything with him? I don't know, it's just interesting. They're giving Gar a lot of scenes where he's just talking to himself, like him pretending he's Rachel, like having a conversation with her, and now him pretending he's having a conversation with Jason. It's like,
Be stronger than that.
Excuse me?
Your fear of this machine cost us the one lead we had. You can't keep your emotions in check, then you can't help.
Why are you pushing me away?
you need to
You're
get.
getting in the way. Any idea on the guy in the
I
van?
just don't care about what's happening right now.
He's not an assistant.
Who the fuck was that?
See, I need you to run a
Wait, go back. Shut up. I don't care what's happening in this episode. I know this is Crane, but what the fuck? Ah! My boy. Is she gonna kill him? Like, what happened here? I want to know the full story about why she need him. Why did he leave?
I only came because Starfire.
I knew something dumb was. What the fuck? Ma'am, not this. What is happening? And why? I'm not gonna say it's out of character because she's killed in the show already. But she is kind of going power mad. I don't know.
Say I told you so. Your mother and father. They saw a way
She
to
looks so disinterested in this story.
and maintain power. All they had to do was sacrifice their lesser daughter. Victor. Victor who?
Fig.
Freeze.
Why?
Know exactly where Crane is.
What? They're just throwing people in the show. What is happening? This thick bitch.
Not me. Not so fast. We most.
I don't know what my face is doing. gonna say I like her outfit better, but then I realized we've seen these outfits before. Like, I remember that was one of the...
You look good.
I'm going. Also, what is happening here? Why are they setting that up? I don't like it. Superboy and Blackfire. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing it. I can see them. I don't want to see it. Not them wearing masks for COVID. That's not who I'm waiting for. Ah. She said, I'm out. Same, girl. How? Listen. How the fuck do you guys miss him? Wow. Is this really not in the plan? Here we go with Kung Fu action, fucking Beast Boy. Ooh, oh, okay. That's interesting. These fucking tall ass bitches.
What about yourself?
No.
Let's see.
Stop it. No. Why? Why are they setting those two up? And what happened with that? You had a fucking note and you're like, I got him. We never went back to that. Do you know something? What is happening? I hate this episode so much.
I thought you said you were leaving.
No. Turn around. Roll your ass out the door. No. This is my nightmare.
Give me a chance to answer.
This is my nightmare. No. I'm debating dropping the show. Bitch. That was actually a terrible episode. Jeff Johns. There we go. That's... I'm gonna reiterate. I do not have a problem with dick babs. But, for this show, no. They're so toxic. Like, they're not good together in this show. They're always fighting. Every time they're like, "Why did you do that? It's my job. You shouldn't be. You should get out of Gotham." And then repeat. Like, so that's number one. Number two, I'm like 90% certain. I didn't watch it, but I saw tweets about it. That on like an Instagram live or some shit, they were like, someone asked like, "Is there gonna be a lot of Dick and Corey moments?" They're like, "You'll have to wait and see." Like, don't. I don't know. It just feels so wrong because, again, I'm not gonna rewatch the season 1 and 2, but maybe I have to like go back and look because I could have sworn they were still like flirting and shit. I know they slept together for sure. That was canon, episode 5, I believe, of the first season. I remember that. They clapped some cheeks. But I can't remember season 2 because, you know, even this season they're like, your boyfriend Fade. So I can't remember if they were like trying to separate those two, but I thought they were still kind of like, will they, won't they? So then now it's just like, so far this season, I don't think there's been anything remotely. I mean, there has, but it's been one-sided. It's been like Corey going after Dick, and Dick is just kind of like, that's funny. No. I'm so mad. Compounded by the fact that they're trying to set up Superboy and Blackfire now for whatever fucking reason. It just feels weird. Like, I don't know. Because I think the thing that throws me off with those two is that it came from like a place of, it feels like she's taking advantage of him. Yes, they're technically both adults, but he's just so naive, and she's always speaking like I don't know, like she's just superior. It just feels like a power imbalance between those two. I get, he's super powered, so he can't be hurt that way, but it just feels like she's manipulating him. I don't know. Like, I don't think it's manipulation. Like, I think there's a lot of things going on. Just relationship wise, I don't ship it. It feels very one sided there too. I think, she's very obviously like wow, but he is very much like, haha, what does that mean? Like, he's too innocent. I think that, I don't know, it just feels predatory to me. But also, I'm usually into those ship dynamics of like not predatory, but like the girl who's like dominating and the guy who's like, so it's weird because like that's usually my thing, but then here it just feels wrong. So I don't know. Anyways, past the ships, for a second there during that raid, I thought, well, I had two thoughts. First was, this isn't, this is a ploy by Crane. He's pretending to be all upset because that's part of his plan. He's really got something else. Because I don't know how many episodes we have left, but we still have a little bit of season left. So there has to be more plot going on. Then my thought was, okay, maybe this is how we get Blackfire as a villain now, or some other threat. We take out Crane in like an episode or two, and then we deal with another problem for the last bit. But they got away, so it looks like we're going to still be dealing with Red Hood and Crane. Not Scarecrow, Crane, because they can't put a fucking mask on him for whatever fucking reason. It just... Yes, Crane is Scarecrow, but there's so much talking about him being Scarecrow. There's not enough proving that he is Scarecrow. Yes, I can see glimpses of it in his mannerisms, in his dialogue, in his actions, but it's the same thing with Ian Glenn, whatever his name is, as Bruce. He's not Batman, he's Bruce. We don't see him as Batman. We see the Batcave, we see the trinkets, he's not Batman. Just like Crane is not Scarecrow. He is Crane. He is... It annoys me that they can't just have him suit up. Like, you're able to name drop everyone here and back, but you can't use an actual supervillain in their costume. You even had a back shot of Joker. Like, make it make sense. I don't know. It's just, it irks me. What else are we going to talk about? I don't know where we go from here with the villains. I know for the heroes, they're setting up a lot of shit that I don't like. But with the villains, they're on the run now. With the way that Scarecrow was like bitch slapping Jason around, curious to see how Jason's gonna be. Is he gonna try and kill? Is he still gonna fall in line, or is he gonna try and actually take power back and like kill Scarecrow or something? What's happening there? I like Starfire this episode. Every episode is good with her. Like I said, I was gonna say it was out of character, but it's not. She's murdered people before for less. So, I don't have a problem with it. I think it was naive of her to bring him, but she did get justice in the end, vengeance. So, there's that. With Garfield, I don't know what they're doing. Again, I mentioned it in the middle of this episode, but he seems to be talking to himself a lot, which again is just like, why? It would be okay if like other people were doing it, but it's just like specifically him. He's like, he's such a loner. Like, I don't know. It just feels like everyone else gets to do shit and like be in character, but for him, they don't really know what to do. Like they're just kind of like having him in scenes. If he's not in a scene and they need him, to get some character development or something, they'll just have him pretending he's other characters. So he feels so like lonely, and I feel sad for him. The other thing is, I think it's funny that people are shipping him with Connor, and now they're doing this with Connor, and even on Twitter, Ryan Potter, who I will stand forever. Let me bring it up just so I can make sure to read it. Oh well, the original tweet's not there anymore. Okay, here it is. Someone said Gar is straight, and that tweet got deleted. But Ryan Potter himself verified. Look at Ryan K. Potter. He said laughs and by. What a king! That is some king shit. That's some king shit because Ryan Potter is fighting for his life to get any sort of character development, screen time, anything in this goddamn show. Social media wise, he is owning it, but God, I just feel so bad for him because they don't let him do shit. And what they do let him do is boring and garbage and doesn't make sense. So I'm just very upset by that. Again, curious to see where Blackfire is going. If we're believing her at face value, I think that we're gonna try and redeem her, have her set up with Connor for whatever reason, and just have her a part of the team. Makes part of me wonders if this is all just a ploy to trick Starfire somehow, and to drop her defenses down. It would make sense why she's trying to seduce Connor then, to be, she's trying to infiltrate and like get everyone off their guard. Again, it's just weird because, like I said, last season they set her up as such a villain, and then this season they're like, they're trying to turn it on its head and be like, you had all these you had all these preconceptions about me, and they're wrong. But it also, on a meta standpoint, feels like the writers are just backtracking on a lot of shit. That's why I'm upset. It's writing inconsistency. And then again, the argument could be made, it's not inconsistency if that's part of the plot. Bro, I feel I've been betrayed by the show so much that the show is not smart enough to do that type of stuff. I'm sorry, but it's not. Like, it's not smart enough to be... I'm just so tired. I'm actually physically tired. I can't think right now. It just feels weird. The writing doesn't make sense to me. Even if that is the actual plot they're doing, where she is trying to trick them, again, it just... Well, no. That would be good if she is trying to trick them. That's actually a good thing. If she is being redeemed here is what's kind of irking me, because it feels like it's backtracking. And in conjunction with the stuff they're doing with Starfire and not being with Dick, feels like it's backtracking. Stuff they're doing with Ryan Potter feels like they're backtracking. So, I'm not saying it's racist, but it kind of actually is racist. Like, the way they're just like, let's just back out of all these plot lines and shit that we were building up last season. Let's do Gotham now. Anyways, that's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. God, I had to close that out. Listen, last time, if anyone ships Dick and Babs, I'm happy for you. Not in this show. Not in this show. They're not good together. Anyways, I'll see you next week. If anyone knows, does anyone know how long this season's supposed to be? Because I'm really interested now. The way people are talking, it sounds like it's going to be 10 episodes, which if so, I don't know. Like, it's enough time, but also it feels like not enough time. So, I'm slightly worried about that, but, I'm just interested right now to see, like, what's happening. What's going on. I'm done. Bye.